So this beer brings a little something to mind. It brings to mind a Cars song, all mixed up.
Okay.
Because we've got a couple things at work here. We've got two breweries collaborating on a beer, and this beer is a collaboration between two blends of two other beers. Wow. Everything is kind of mixed up, but it's all going to make sense, I swear, in the coming moments as we try I guess what I would call a sour barrel-aged beer. For this, give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we are about today is the Kisses Betwixt from the Bruery in collaboration with Dogfish Head.
Aha! There's the collaboration part we were talking about.
There's that first collaboration.
That is the first collaboration. The other collaboration is that this beer is a blend of two other beers that were also released separately. So, the long version of this story. Wait. I'll give the short version because this is our podcast.
Okay.
Or wait, no, I'll do the long version.
Well, you could
I'll do a version.
You could do both.
I'll do all of it.
And then you can pick which one you like the best.
That's right. So the story is that Dogfish Head owner,
right,
Sam
Calagione, I believe.
There we go.
Right?
He went to the brewery, said, "Hey, I want to do a collaboration with you guys." They said, "That sounds great." And he said, "Actually, I want to do 3 collaborations with you." And they said, "We don't have the space for that."
And he said,
"Interesting." And they said, "Well, how about we do 2 beers and then we blend those 2 to make the third one?" And he said, "Okay." So it kind of went like that. And that is what we have. So the 2 beers that are in here, I was lucky enough to have tasted, or I should say did I taste both of them? We did taste both of them. Oh, dang. I can't remember now. There was lots of things we tried at this tap and bottle tasting.
Sometimes it's a haze of beer and delicious flavors, and you just forget.
There was a haze of everything. Yes. But anyway, the 2 beers that they created initially that were released separately in Bombers were, I always get this wrong, I want to say it, Mr. This Is Ridiculous and Mrs. This Is Ridiculous.
Okay. So
then they took the 2 of those and they created, since they're Mr. and Mrs., the Kisses are Betwixt. Whoa. And so this is a blend. This is a blend of, I believe it's 65% of the Mr. Ridiculous, This Is Ridiculous, and 35% of the Mrs. This Is Ridiculous. So This Is Ridiculous, which is the major part of this, is a Brett Forward Saison Ale. It's dry hop with Mosaic.
Okay.
Okay, and now I know after reading that I did have both of these separate. So it's going to be interesting for me to try these.
Okay.
So we had that one. It was aged in a footer for 7 months. So the other part, the Mrs. This Is Ridiculous, that one is a mixed culture sour ale, and they put in underripe Pinot Noir grapes.
Okay.
So you had the coloring of that, and then that one is also aged also for 7 months. So they did that. Okay. They didn't have the footer space. They didn't have the...
So footer is right.
Footer.
I thought you said
footer.
Food.
Damn it! Why didn't you say something?
Well, because you
just keep looking at me blankly.
Food.
What else do you know?
I thought you said food because we were talking about foodie versus fooder. Fooder.
Like food and then
Not fode.
but without the H.
Not foder. Food.
Not foder. We used to thought it was fouder.
No, we used to think it was foder.
Okay, let's go with fooder.
Like sounded kind of like folder, like if you were sick, remember folder. We said.
That's true.
But that was wrong.
We had talked about that. Yeah, all of those things are wrong.
They're all wrong.
So, blend of 2 different beers.
Okay.
Aged, cheaper than things we can get here in town in a 4-pack. Is this what we're doing? $14.99. You can get a 4-pack of this. They may have some of this left.
I was surprised.
Maybe not.
Normally you don't see the brewery in cans. Correct?
That's true.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you couldn't get the other ones separate.
Couldn't get. Oh, really?
No, they didn't have. They did not have them available for purchase here.
The
Mr. and Mrs.
Okay.
Oh. The one, and you can kind of. I can tell, like I said, from how they blended it. Hold on, I gotta put the can over here. You can tell from how they blended it that it winds up being a little bit darker because the one that was the Mr. that was the Saison Forward was much lighter, more kind of straw colored. Okay. And then the other one kind of had the pink from the Pinot Noir grapes. So then the blending of those 2 together kind of makes this color right here, which we're kind of skipping colors now for the most part.
Mine is clearer than yours.
Yeah, I probably had some. Well, I think almost all their stuff is bottle conditioned. They're very big into the bottle conditioning.
Okay.
So
that's fine.
I probably poured some extra goodness in here.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what that is.
There's a high note of a mild high note of something fruity. but mostly what I get is that heavier low note.
Okay.
Of funk.
I would agree. I get I get a little grapey sweetness. I get a little bit of, like I said, there definitely is some wine characteristics in there. And then I would agree there is like a little bit of some nice funk going on there.
Okay.
Some of that definitely could be the Mosaic. When I had that one separate, there was some of that as well. Like I said, that the dry hopping that was in there was not overly like fruity Mosaic. It was some more of that like savory. Okay. Sometimes you can get out of Mosaic. So that was what I had when I had them separate.
So you've had the two components separate,
correct,
but not the union.
I have not been betwixt. Yeah,
you've not been betwixt.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be a story that unfolds for as long as the beer remains in your glass. Because wow, there's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, there's a lot. I think there's almost more in the taste than there was in the aroma, at least even for me right now.
A ton more, and I think.
Yeah.
But I could also, like I said, be due to my
I
nose
would
not
agree.
but
I think you're on it.
I like that it leads with the lighter, it leads with the fruit, leads with more refreshing, and then the finish is that heavier Brett. But it's not super heavy either.
No, I don't think it's not even like really into the barnyard territory at all.
No.
It's just like a little bit of a heavier funk. For some reason, like and maybe it's because of the barrel aging along with the Pinot Noir grape. Like I get a little bit of like a red wine, but I get almost like more of like a Sauvignon Blanc kind of lighter wine thing going on in there. I don't know why. The fruit that's in there doesn't initially scream out, which I like. That's not a negative thing. It's it's like, oh, that's really complex. It's not just the heavier, darker fruit. I'm getting some other kind of fruits mixed in there as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah, there is a nice grapiness to that. Nice. Yeah, this is really good. Did you like one of the others better?
I did.
And which one did you like better?
Which one do you think I like better?
Well, I can't remember what they were. Again, let's see.
So Mr. was the Mosaic Brettanomyces aged for 7 months, and then the Mrs. was the Pinot Noir aged for 7 months with a mixed sour culture.
I'm guessing you like the first one better?
No.
Oh, no, you like the second one better.
Yeah, I like the Pinot Noir.
Oh, okay.
The one with the Pinot Noir grape.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, the Mosaic one, like it was fine, but it was like, so that back end, that was what you got.
Oh, okay.
And then like I said, the misses had like a little bit more of what you're getting on the front, and then a little more complexity at the back too.
Okay.
And there was a little bit more of that grape forward came through when it was just 100% that. So I like that one overall more. Like I said, the Mosaic was fine, but it wasn't like again, it wasn't.
This is really good.
The dry hop. Yeah, this is actually better than I thought it was going to be. Because when I saw it was the 65-35 of the thing I didn't like as much, I was kind of like, well, I'm going to get a couple cans of this because it's here. But I wasn't sure how that was going to go.
Oh, so this is more of the one you didn't.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what. But I think this blend actually works really well. So they were they were right to do it this way. For this blend, they were right to do it this way.
Absolutely. That's wow. I wonder if they still have that.
So would you buy a 4-pack of this for $15?
I would definitely buy a 4-pack for $15. Oh yeah, that is really very good. Wow,
I know you could
treat.
You could send off a text as soon as we finish this. You'd be like, "Hey, are you awake,
Rebecca?
Can you please save 4 of these?
God, please."
Yeah, I don't know. They were getting quite a bit of some other things. Like I said, I think they were kind of for a limited time just because of this tasting. They gave us a number that we can, if you want to look down the comments section, we have a email address. If you are in Southern Arizona and want Bruery beers, there's an email of someone you can yell to this about. So if you want to start sending emails and information to different people, we got some things for that we can put down there.
This is quite tasty.
Yeah, like I said, the Offshoot beer was a company I bought there. It's called Relax. It's a hazy IPA. It was good. Like I said, I liked it. I don't think it's something I would seek out again. It was a little bit of a softer IPA, and like I said, the finish, it wasn't like, not that hazy IPAs are usually overly bitter, but it did have a uniqueness to it, which was kind of nice. But the rest of the fruit flavors were kind of what I've been getting out of a lot of things lately.
Right.
And if you were here for the live show, I was kind of talking about earlier, I'm a little IPA'd out right now, so take that with a grain of salt. I definitely think it's one to try if you like that style.
And that's obviously one of our favorite styles for years, but it can happen where you get a little fatigued and you just need to move away from it for a little bit. And I think that's why, like, even when we found that one from Pizza Port, that Palapa.
Oh,
That
okay,
was
yeah.
kind of nice to have something that was not hazy, not
Right.
dank, not it was just an
Yeah.
IPA. So, but
And that might be a lot to just the type of IPA. Like there's a lot of those hazy IPAs, fruit bombs, everyone's in it. And like, again, those are all really good. But
Yep.
it's like when you have a lot of those after a while, like when we went and had the Lagunitas, the Waldos, that one is much more of a maltier kind of old school triple IPA. It's a little bit of dank, some pine. Like maybe that's just what I'm looking for. Is I need like something a little more on the pineier side, something like that.
going back more to the resinous.
Yeah, and then so you can flip back and forth. But
Yeah,
I like this a ton, and I'm glad that we shared it.
Yeah, me too.
And also, hopefully, you guys have the power and decide to wield it by going to our website at aboutbeverages.com and checking out all of the things that we have to offer there. Our tasting videos, some news things here and there. That's really about it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's really.
We talk about beverages.
We do talk about beverages.
That's a great name.
Hey,
About beverages.
I'm glad we have that website. But also, if you want to, if you're like, hey, websites, I'm not a fan of those. I'm not a fan of those kind of like, oh, that's your own website. I don't know. It could send me a virus. Could be tainted.
That's so 20 years ago.
Exactly. If you're really more into like we were talking about, like big commerce, things that are just taking over the world, that are infiltrating your lives, YouTube. That is another good one where you can subscribe to us.
Yes.
You can search for About Beverages there and watch our videos. Then they'll let you know right away when we have a new video out. They automatically will tell you all that kind of stuff. You know what I've been thinking about lately?
What?
We should do social media things.
Like, you mean like Twitter?
That's a good one.
Okay.
What other social media things would be good
And
for us to do?
Instagram?
I do kind of like Instagram.
Wow.
We don't use it as much as we should, but that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we should do a trifecta though. I really feel like there should be a third pillar. We've got actually it'd be a
what's
fourth
that?
pillar. We've got YouTube, we've got Twitter, Instagram.
We're talking about Facebook. Okay.
The Facebook. I knew it.
And then watching us live.
Watching us live.
Be a part of the creativity. Be there.
Interact.
When it actually it all begins.
Tell us why we're not as creative as we think we are.
That's right.
Where can they do that? On most Thursday nights at 6:30 in the evening.
That'd be twitch.tv/AboutBeverages.
About Beverages. But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.